Hello, this is Dan Ferrisi, Group Editor, Commercial and Security with Emerald. So happy to be joined today by Paul Williams, who is Managing Director of the Home Management Business Unit for NICE. Topic of conversation is, of course, ISC West. It's coming up. The entire physical and electronic security industry is incredibly excited for this event in Las Vegas. And we're bringing together the leading companies, the leading minds, the people who are really going to be the focuses of attention on the show floor at ISC West. Of course, NICE is one of those, and hence we brought you in, Paul, to give us a sense of what people can look forward to checking out when they go to booth 22005.
Excellent. Pleasure to be here today, Dan.
Very much appreciate the time investment. So let's get right into it. What would you say are the leading products or offerings that NICE is showing off at ISC West this year? And what makes those products or offerings unique or special or different?
That's a great question. We're really excited this year to be introducing our new E+ sensor product line. And what the E+ sensor product line is an extended range sensor. And what that does is it gives us an extended range as dealers are going in and installing security systems in homes to be able to make sure that those sensors will communicate to the panel in the right way. We've put an extensive amount of testing and development into ensuring that these products are reliable across long distances. In fact, our outdoor door sensor up to 2 kilometers away. So, no door too far, I guess is the way to say that. But in that product line, we've got an indoor window and door and window sensor that's there. We also have an outdoor window sensor. We have a motion detector. We have a glass break detector, and then we have a smoke, heat, and freeze detector. And really, each one of these products has premium capabilities. In addition to having the extended range, what we've really worked hard on as well is extending the battery as well, because that's the other thing you'll sometimes find with these products that run hot or run with an extended range is that battery life can be limited. We've really worked hard to have that in most cases, 5 to 8 years on a lot in some cases there. So what we've done is really worked hard at that battery life, and then made sure that we're adding in kind of the features and functionality that our dealers would expect to have. So, for example, on our smoke detectors, the one go all go feature, which is really required, I think, in today's world. And what that is that if one smoke sensor goes off in a home, that the rest of them go off, even though they're wireless. In a wired mode, that tends to happen in the wired sensors today, but in this wireless mode, we need to make sure that all of them are detecting that smoke. That way, anybody in the home gets that message that there's an issue with the smoke, hopefully not a fire, hopefully something benign. But in any case, everyone in the family gets notified that there's a problem.
Yeah, critically important. In addition to that range of sensors, detectors, which is really very impressive, I can't wait to check them out myself, quite honestly. Is there anything else new, noteworthy from NICE? Any other offerings or products or anything else just on the news front from NICE for 2024?
Yeah, you bet. In addition to that, we'll have our smart home technology that's there too. It's our home management solution that's there. Along with that's our brand new remote control. It's HR40 remote control. And what that does is it gives consumers full access to the home, the ability to control not only security, but audio, video, and all the features within their home. So we're showing that off that's there. We have our full range of security panels. We'll also be showing during the show at the same time too. And then in addition to that, one of the things that we do manufacture is also access control solutions. And we've got a great access control solution that's there, which is a phone access solution that's there called E3. It is our hero product for that environment. We're also showing our NVR and our camera solution goes with that. So if we've got dealers that are handling commercial spaces in particular, this is a great product line to be able to act for building access and also for MDUs. So if I've got an MDU, multi-dwelling unit, where I've got people that need to get access into and out of the building and securely, we can do that as well, including integration with mag locks and all the things you would expect that solution to do. And in addition to that, one of the other things we do, we manufacture a very high security gate product that's manufactured by High Security, in fact, products. And we're honestly able to stop at 50 miles an hour. We can stop a truck from delivering its payload within 1 meter of that gate. So pretty extreme. If somebody wants to have some fun, we brand that under High Security, HY Security. If somebody wants to have some fun, go take a look at the YouTube videos about high security crash testing. you'll see trucks ramming into our gates and not being very successful in getting through. We'll be talking about those at the show as well, because we do have some of the dealers that come in that are doing high profile targets like military bases, embassies, and government facilities that we can also facilitate.
Got me intrigued. I'm going to be one of those people that's going to be going to YouTube after this and checking this out because I would love to see that.
They're
Um,
spectacular.
Let's talk about the overall value proposition for dealers and integrators, though. You mentioned dealers a couple of times in your most recent answer, so clearly they're front of mind for NICE. What would you say are some of the reasons that dealers, integrators, the channel community should do business with you?
So I think there's a couple of really good reasons. The first one is, and not that this is longevity dictates that gives you some advantage, but we are the founding company that came up with this idea of this all-inclusive panel solution for security under the 2GIG brand. I mean, we're the founders of that kind of technology. That gives us a deep experience in understanding how these systems are installed, making it simple for the dealer to be able to get in there and get in and get out, because we know that comes at a premium. You want to get in, get out, but you also want it to be reliable. And that is where our longevity does breed some capability for us, is it allows us to make sure that we've developed the great solutions that once it's installed, the dealer can be confident stepping out of that home and knowing it's going to work reliably, because we know that margins are tight. And if you have to go back to do a truck roll to fix things, you're typically losing margin right at that point in time. And so we make sure these things are reliable, easy to install at the same time too, because we also know the time is valuable. You need to be able to get in and get out as quickly as you can. And those are really good advantages of why we believe it's great to work with us. Not only that, but then the full breadth and depth of our solution, I think, is also of value as well. While others lean on third-party products to really embellish their product lines, we have a full line of products. And I think that as dealers come by and check us out at ISC West, they'll see we've got a full line of products. So it's one-stop shopping.
All of those benefits, whether it's the focus on the margin, the one-stop shopping, all of that, I think is going to be music to channel partners' ears. And it's one of the reasons NICE is in the leadership position that it is. Paul, you mentioned all your support for the dealer community. Do you want to talk in depth about some of the programs, some of the benefits we might not have touched on already?
Yeah, you bet. I think one of the things that you'll find is that we are completely devoted to this channel and making sure that our dealers are successful in their business. And that extends into the way that we help support them. We have a great online university. It's NICE University that has a whole host of capabilities to be able to help our dealers understand not only how the panels work, but how security works and how they get into this market and make it work more successfully for them. So great training resource for them. We have a great tech support organization that stands behind the products at the same time too. So if you're in the field, you're installing something, you just can't figure it out, or you're running into some kind of issue. I wish the world were a perfect place, but we know as you get into some of these situations, there are things that happen. The world's an imperfect place. But we've got a whole great team of people that stand behind that dealer to make sure they can get to your answer quickly. We answer very quickly, but we're also very responsive in working you through the issue. In addition to that, we then have programs that are in place to be able to incentivize our dealers to get more volume, but it helps us, but also helps them. The more volume you do, obviously, the more expertise you get in dealing with our solutions, and makes you more efficient at the same time too. So we stand behind our dealer community, and we've got great programs and services to support them.
As we close up the conversation, though, I think people are going to be going to ISC West not only to check out new products, but also to assess new opportunities, what the opportunities in the marketplace are. We're still relatively early in 2024. What would you say you think some of the top opportunities in the marketplace are right now? What does NICE think some of the top opportunities in the marketplace are?
I think it's a new age for the professional installed security system. I think that, in fact, all of the recent information we look at, there was a time, if we step back 2 or 3 years ago, where it seemed like DIY was going to be the thing that just overtook the security industry, and that all of our dealers' business was then subject to some kind of risk that was there. We've seen that shift over the last couple of years. We've seen that shift now back to more of I would say, a more equilibrium. And so there's certainly an opportunity for dealers to be able to install these professionally installed solutions, make money doing so. And we believe it's a profitable business. So I would say now more than ever is a great time for you to be talking about working with us, because we can offer you some opportunity, competitive advantage, and your ability to get into a great product line.
Thank you so much, Paul Williams, Managing Director of the Home Management Business Unit for NICE, for joining me today. I really appreciate it. Can't wait to check out booth 22005 at ISC West and see everything that NICE has to offer.
Thanks, Dan. Pleasure to be here.
you again so much for being here, Paul. My name is Dan Ferrisi, Group Editor, Commercial and Security with Emerald. Please check back on securitysales.com throughout the run-up to, during, and after ISC West for extensive coverage of all the latest technologies and solutions, and especially how they relate to your integration business. Again, thank you, Paul, and we'll see you back here next time.